Okay, so now we will look at page number 7. Okay, so remember morning, right, I show you how to create a new blank document, right? Okay, that one also will be tested. So for section number 2, the first part on top, that one actually already covered. You see, it's also very simple. It just show you the screenshot only. Do you see that? It's actually clicking on the blank document. So that's how you create a new document. Of course, this is the exam way lah. For working environment, how? Press Control and for new. Okay. Okay. So now the second part is typing text. Okay. Now because computer, right, is a bit stupid. If you do not direct to them or telling them what are you trying to do, they will not know what you are trying to do. That's why this blinking vertical insertion points, right? Okay, most of the time you'll see it's actually like this. Do you see that? Like right now, this is blinking. Do you see that? Okay, in Microsoft Word terms, we call it as insertion point. Okay, insertion points. And you realize that your cursor become like what? I bin. Do you see that? I. Okay. So in Microsoft Words, right, this is very important because it will decide where is your text going to appear and also where is your pictures or other medias going to appear. Okay, that's why you must know before you start something, you must know where are you trying to put them. Okay. Okay, now just now we already tapped something, right? We tapped status bar, am I correct? Okay, can you make sure that you go back to home tab first? Okay, we tap status bar, right? Okay. Now, over here, I'm also going to share with you how to select, okay, how to highlight the text, all this. Okay, now, do you have your status bar here? All of you have, right? Okay, now, this one will not be tested in the exam, but it's good for you to know because sometimes I realize you highlight like this is very slow, right? Okay. So now let's try. Okay, first of all, can you use your zoom percentage to zoom to slightly bigger like mine? Remember where to zoom? This one, the bottom here, the plus and minus, remember this? Okay. So is it big enough now? Big enough, right? Now, can you try to place your cursor, okay, in one of the wordings, okay, in front of A, okay. Now, usually you will highlight from here, click and drag. Am I correct? Do you realize that? Now, in Microsoft Word, in order to highlight one word faster, you can just put your cursor within the words. You can just double click to highlight one word. Okay, are you able to do that? If you click too fast, if you double click everything, you see 1, 2, 3, it will highlight the whole line. Okay, I repeat, double click to select one word, triple click to select the entire line. Okay, you see, double click to select one word, right? Okay, now this line only got 2 wordings, am I correct? So when I triple click, 1, 2, 3, everything will be highlighted. Okay, you may want to write down. I think in the book also have but you can write down also. So double click to highlight one word, triple click to select the entire line. Yes, as long as starting from here all the way to here, the whole line will be selected. Okay. Triple click to select the entire line. Yes, one click to deactivate the selections. Okay, now I tried, because I want to show you the one line, I try to add in something. Okay, so just now we learned status bar got what? Okay, mommy, I try to do for you now. You see, okay. That's how we learn status bar got what? Your pages, then also word count. Am I correct? Spelling errors, right? Okay, and then some more. Your view modes. Am I correct? And also your zoom mode. 对吗? Later, all these shortcuts I will teach you, not to worry. Okay. So now you see I have a paragraph. Am I correct? Okay. If you want, you can type this also. Okay. So it's easier for you to follow later. Easier to see lah, like this. 不会这样刺眼，会对吗？ Type 咯。This is not typing class, so any finger also can type. Oh, 那个不是，那个其实是 that one we will learn also. Because that one is not, you're not supposed to see it. It's actually the hidden. 等一下that one later we got one part we'll learn about it. Okay. 先不要管它先Okay, now have you typed the wordings? Okay, done. Okay, now okay, just now I say double click to select one word, am I correct? Okay, now you try triple click 1, 2, 3. Okay, triple click, you see you will highlight the entire paragraph now. Okay, because just now we only tap until status bar, am I correct? That's why it only highlight until status bar. But now this is a continuous sentence, right? That's why it's actually highlighting the whole sentence. Okay? 你的有没有达到像我的这样 You see I have mine spread across 3 lines. Do you see that? 你的 Yeah lah, only 2 lines lah. Okay? 这是蒙它可以，你不可以的。You click too slow. Okay, 行。对，一气呵成的。Because you press enter, mommy. You press enter to go to the next line, am I correct? Mine is continuous. That's why this is only considered one sentence. Okay? To switch on, okay. So thank God got problem, okay. Okay. Now you can customize the status bar also because we can customize the QAT and also ribbon, right? So your status bar also can customize. Can you put your cursor here? All of us follow. Okay, right click here. Okay. Do you see the zoom slider here? Yours is not checked, that's why it's not there. Right click on the status bar. Thomas, 你帮他看他是不是有 right click 在 status bar? Doris 姐姐会教人哦，不错 Doris. No, you must right click here, mommy. Okay, look at this. Right click here. Status bar. That's why I must listen to what teacher say, huh? 没有，我讲来呢。Okay, see this zoom slider? So you can actually customize what do you want to put here, or you You see, some you also can have word counts, all this. Okay? Okay. But this one will not be tested, huh? That's why I didn't emphasize this one. Okay? That's why they allow you to put below the ribbon, mommy, so you can add the whole. Understand, mommy? Okay, now I put back to show above the ribbon first. Okay, all settled now. Okay, just now we double click to highlight one wording. Now I triple click to select the entire sentence. Okay, now besides that, you can also move your cursor to the far left corner here. Do you see it become the ballet arrow? Do you see that? Usually our arrow is like this, the other way around, right? But now if I put here, you see the ballet arrow. Do you see that? The arrow has been flipped. 有看到吗? You just move your cursor over here. It will, instead of the I beam, it will become an arrow. Do you see that? Move your cursor to here, to the left. Do you see that? 有吗？有吗？不用按的，只是移过去就有了。Okay, yours. Okay, maybe you can scroll to the here, and then you can put your cursor here. Move your cursor to here only. 有吗？有吗？ Must be terbalik 啊。不是，因为它的没有 slider， 我教他怎样开回。You click and drag, is it? No, are you at the print layout mode? Print layout mode? Correct lah. This arrow lor. Like that lor. No, usually the mouse is like this one. So now it's flip, ma. flip. Okay, sorry, mommy. Okay, 我读书少，不要骗我啊。Okay. It's flip arrow. Okay, now can you click once? You will see you are highlighting the whole line. The first line, do you see that? Just click once only. 明白吗? Okay, now you click away first. Go back to the normal one and click away. Now you put here, try to double click. The whole sentence lor. Can see that? Okay. So all these selections important or not? Okay, let's see where is this one. I think it's at page 20. Okay, 13. You look at page 13. 13. There's a table telling you, see, one click. This one they are referring to this. That means the arrow, this flip arrow. Do you see that? Because just now when we do the first time, it's only clicking on the words directly, right? It's not arrow. That's why it's different. You see, when I double click this one, you highlight one wording. Maybe you can add there. Okay, below the table, you can write there. Because this one is the arrow. Now below here we can add one more, which is you put the cursor on the wordings, double click on the word. Okay, it will highlight one word. Okay, triple click, it will highlight the whole sentence. Okay. Our next page also they actually tell you about this. You look at page 14. Page 14, do you see that? One word, one paragraph, another paragraph also. This is to, yes, this is for you to become more efficient. Okay. 可以吗? Okay, I have to hide my ribbon, otherwise my screen very small. Okay, I have my ribbon first. Okay, now better, okay, you can see more things. Okay, can Okay, now we have type one sentence, right? Okay, can you press enter once to go to the next paragraph? Which is why if you refer to your keyboard, right, you look at your keyboard now, do you notice that the enter button, there's one arrow, it's like one line straight down and then the other way going to the left, right? Okay, that means from this, okay, from here it will come down to the next paragraph. You understand why now the enter key, right, they use this symbol, understand now? That means you are moving to the next paragraph. Okay? Because you are at the web layout, must go back to print layout. Don't go to web layout. Okay? Okay, this one close it first. Okay? Make sure you always at the print layout. Don't go to web layout. We won't do anything in the web layout because you are not designing web page. Okay, you can close this navigation pane. Okay. Okay. Now you have gone to the second paragraph, right? Okay. Okay. Now let's type. Okay. Just now we have learned how many tabs. Default how many tabs? 3 tabs only. Yeah. Okay. 8个对吗？ So what are them? Okay, you just type out first because later we're going to do something. 对吗？1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8， 8个咯。Done. Okay, okay, now sometimes if you type wrongly, what would you do? For example, I type Doris here. Okay, of course if you type something, for example this one I type extra R, okay, what would you do? Okay, you should delete the R only, not delete backspace from here. That's why usually I will come here, click once, then you press backspace once. That's why you see you have to become very particular and specific where you want. That's why this insertion point important or not? Yes, it's very important. Okay. Now, you follow what I've typed first because later I'm going to show you how you can highlight quicker. Okay, just type the nonsense first. One class, the next class is very happening. Their group also a lot of people. Their class, no, because there's no exam. But actually after you learn, right, it will be very useful to your work also. Especially if you make use of those shortcuts I teach you, you can work very fast. Some of the things even the youngster also don't know. Because they only follow like they also self-explore, so sometimes they also don't know what is the proper way to do it. Okay, now if I want to highlight the words like pressure, right? Usually what I do is click and drag the mouse. Am I correct? Okay, now you just click here. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can delete one word. Okay, not delete single letter. I repeat, delete the whole word. Okay, so in this case, okay, prepare your pen and pencil to write down. Then it's preparing. Okay, you see when I press delete once, right? It's only deleting one wording. Am I correct? One letter. Okay, now if you add on Control Delete, okay, Control Delete, it will add on to delete the. You try, because I'm using Mac, so I cannot do it. You try Control Delete. Hold down Control and then delete. Sorry, Control Backspace. Sorry, Control Backspace. Do you see that the whole word is gone? Okay, you see, okay. Hold down Control and then press delete, backspace. Okay, Control and then hold down backspace. Do you see my pressure is gone? Okay, is that able? Yes, the whole word. Control backspace. Then instead of me pressing the left right button, right, you see it's only going one words by words, letter by letter, right? Do you see that? When I press left right, it's letter by letter, right? Okay, how can I quickly jump to words by words? Okay, same thing also, you try press Control and then arrow, left arrow. It will jump to another word. Okay, hold down Control and then the left right arrow. Left right arrow usually on your bottom right corner. Your keyboard. Do you see the arrow up, down, left, right? Okay, hold down Control. Then you go to left or right. You see you will jump to one word to another word. Am I correct? So you can also write down this one. This one not in the books. Can, but if you can hold down Control and backspace, even faster, mommy. Don't need to highlight, right? Unless, for example, if you want to highlight, like right now my situation, I want to highlight this, the whole thing, right? And then yes, you highlight everything, then you press backspace. But now, because I'm using my mouse to highlight, am I correct? Okay. Also same thing. Delete also can. Okay. Now, okay. Now can you try? Okay, you see right now I have vary, right? Okay. Can you try to press click your cursor here, your insertion point here. Okay. And then now you try to hold down Shift. Okay. And then you press the left arrow. You're also selecting letter by letter. Am I correct? Okay. Now you try to add on. That means you hold down Shift and then Control. Okay. Now you try to press the left button. Do you see that it will highlight words by words? Okay, and then left arrow. Okay, I repeat and show you. Okay, I click here once. Now I hold down Shift and Control. Okay, and then my left arrow. It should highlight word by word. Now, do you see that? Yeah. Okay. These are what we call the keyboard shortcuts. So now you understand those youngsters, yaya, papaya, always tat. That's why when you left arrow 在你的那边而已嘛 ，Shift 的下面 right side, mommy, right side. Okay, this one not in the book, Okay, so make sure you write down and practice lah. I'm sure this one you will use it in your work. Left or right arrow to highlight word by word. Otherwise very sian, right? Always need to wait letter by letter you highlight. Okay, 要俾大喊了。睡觉哦。Doreen Mami, your friend Doris want to sleep already, so can you donate one sweet for all of us, please? Okay, I also want. So 班长可以帮忙拍一下吗？圣诞老人，因为你今天穿红色哦，所以你要胜任这一个工作。去洗脸一下咯。谢谢老师。你要怎么谢谢？最好。Then last time you always use mouse drag until like hand very tiring to highlight whole thing, right? Now don't need 咯。row 的话，可以啦，也是可以咯。你是讲 highlight the whole row， is it？ whole row 的话，你就这样就好了啊。你是讲这样子 highlight 啊？没有啊。没有，这个是 1 2 3才是整个。Okay, I repeat 啊。Okay， 哎呀，把 Doris 姐姐不在。Paragraph also 我 highlight。double click one paragraph。不要哦。if you triple click 啦 ，okay, triple click to highlight all the paragraph，all paragraph，all。好啦Now just now delete button, right? We actually use backspace, am I correct? Actually your delete button also can use, but it's a bit different. Later I show you. 可以了吗？好，这个考试有出，这个叫做 paragraph marks。Home tab 而已吗，妈咪？Home tab then 按这个咯。我们考试会有出到的这个妈咪。这架你还一直买给你的？电脑的哦。这个好嘞，这个好。所以没有，你今天回去你就在他的面前压一下。Today we learn something No, mommy, you know why? Because you enter. Ours one is actually, this is one sentence, mommy. This is second sentence. It's not because I purposely. Don't need. As you type along, you don't need to do anything. It will automatically fit for you. Never mind what? Never mind. 没有。If you want to highlight everything, you just put here, triple click 咯 1 2 3. No, depending. You see, if I click from here, it's depending on where you start. From here, then of course I will go to right lah. You see? Left right 吗？that one is the spelling check. It doesn't matter one. Okay, that one 不要管那些，因为那个等下我们也是会有学到的。OK， 你的是有红色线、蓝色线是吗？那因为你比较可爱啊。Okay. So now I want to delete this one. Okay. I think you have not deleted yet, right? Okay. Now, can you go to this vary? Okay, we just press backspace, right? Because backspace is towards the left. Am I correct? That's why my insertion point have to start at the right corner here. Okay. 你精神了吗？有我帮你按一下好吗？按了就会醒了。Sorry 啦，我讲课这样 boring 哦，我会好好反省一下。Okay, so for example now I want to delete this word. Okay. Now your backspace is towards left. Am I correct? You look at the keyboard. The arrow is toward left. That's why I must put here. So when I press backspace, you see it will delete one by one. Okay. But now what if, for example, okay, this one. Okay, this word is Sala, right? Wrong, Okay. So if I put here, I use backspace. Am I correct? Okay. And whatever behind this arrow, this insertion point, it will not be touched. Am I correct? But now if I want to use the delete key, it's the other way around. Okay. Can you try to tap an arrow like me? Okay. Tap an arrow. Now you try to press the delete button. It will delete from your right. Okay, you try to press delete button. So your delete button is like blocking whatever is here on the left, and then whatever come in here will be yes. Okay, so one is this way, the other way is this way coming. Okay. I can delete like this. It's actually depending on your pattern and your habit. Most of the times we will use this. Am I correct? Just backspace. Okay. So next time you know words, you can. If you want to delete the whole word, what you can do is Control backspace. Only word. Only word. Only word. Okay. If I want many words, then yes, I highlight first. Okay. So this some of the question very easy one. They just ask you to type certain wording. That's all. Okay, I give you an example. Maybe they ask you, okay, can you type in your name here, something like that. That's all. Then you just answer. This is considered one question. Easy, okay. Some they will ask you to click here and then edit the wording. That's all. Another question already. Some is delete the wording. Also another question. Easy, Okay, so page 7 搞掂. Okay, go to next page now. Page number 8. Okay, so you see your undo and redo, right? This one actually is quite easy to understand. You see, just now I deleted my Doris something, right? Okay, if you move your cursor to this QAT, do you see this arrow here? Okay, can you see this arrow? This is what we call undo button. But if you just started the documents, right? If you have not done anything, these two buttons will be grayed out. That means you cannot click them. Okay, but so far we have already been typing. Am I correct? That's why this two button is activated. Okay. The other button is what? Redo. Okay. So this one is undo. This one is redo. Okay. So this is Control Z. This is Control Y. Z and Y. Okay. It's already written in your book. You see that? Control Z and Y. See that? So all this is like recording. That means whatever step you have been doing, right, you will record all the steps. If you don't trust me, okay, can you click on this arrow down here besides the undo button? You click once, you see they recorded every steps. Can you see that? 有看到吗? That's why you see all these steps, right? It's very important during an exam. Okay. And for your work environment, okay, if sometimes like in the morning when you started your computer, everything's still very smooth, right? But after a while, if you have been doing a lot of work, you will realize, hey, how come so slow already? Because it's trying to remember all the things you have been doing. That's why the memory is full, okay? Which is why sometimes it's good that you restart your computer after a while. Okay, so this one you can actually just go to, you can either click once, then you will go back one step. 哦，这样快啊 ，OK OK。Sorry 哈、我们很投入学习，谢谢老师。Okay, so you can either click undo back one step or you can undo all the way. You see that? Can undo so many actions. Okay. Otherwise, you can press escape to close the box. Okay. The tiny arrow here, mommy. This tiny arrow. Tiny arrow. 哦，汉字了。汉字比较好吃。汉字是sweet potato是吗？然后球子是 tapioca 哦。yam 哦 yam。Okay, so you this undo and redo button in the exam don't do unless they ask you to undo one action, then yes, you click on. Okay, you see, if I redo, then you will go back one step in front, forward, repeat the action. Okay, but all this undo and redo in the exam, if they don't ask you, don't do. Like what, like Madam Koo asked me, right? I try only, I want to see what's the correct way. Then I undo all the way. Don't need. Can just click on clear. Then we redo the questions click clear. Remember the questions you have answer and clear. Remember that? Can click clear. Then you will reset everything. Then you start over again. Okay, because if you click undo and redo, it also record one step. Okay, but of course got one question they will ask you how to undo. So it's very easy. You just click on this to undo then you answer This also will be tested Okay. QAT Yeah this is QAT Okay. So for page number 8, okay, you see number 3, setting word options. This one just now I already told you, right? How you change your names and then you can also take off the show the start screens. Okay. You look at page number 9. They want you to type something. I think we type what we have learned better can summarize, right? Okay. Then we learn how to save. Okay, of course, right now mine I have already. Okay, just now I told you can double click here to highlight everything, am I correct? Okay, the shortcut will be Control A to select all. This one not in the exam, Control A to select all. Okay. Because I say select all. All start with what? 汉字咯. But you don't ask me why close window they are not using C because Control C is to copy, okay, and then Control P is to print, Control V is to paste. Okay, this one later I will give you again. Don't need to rush. Okay. No don't delete I'll teach you how to format first because you want to do this nicely. You can summarize what you have learned. Okay. Undo If you are deleted, just undo We'll just learn undo and redo Okay. Have you selected everything? Okay. In exam, don't do that In exam, if they ask you to select all, I show you first. Go to Home tab. Go to Editing Group. Do you see Select All? Okay. But usually they won't ask you to select all This one I just tell you the proper way Okay. Okay, you have selected all, right? Okay, now do you see your Home tab, right? Over here, the font group. Okay, this is to adjust your formatting actually. Okay, have you gone to the Home tab? Okay, now under the home, the fonts group, right? Okay, do you see this? Must highlight everything first, Okay, this one is what we call a font. Okay, font tab. That means the way how the wording is going to display. You can call it as a design also lah. Okay, so can you click on this arrow down, click once. Do you see a lot of wordings, a lot of different style? Do you see that? Okay, so let's try to use Arial. Now if you want, you can also use your keyboard to type Arial, then you will come out that font also. Do you see that? Okay. Are you able to find Arial? Now these are the common system fonts that all the computer will have. Okay, so sometimes if I use a fanciful fonts, right? Then if I didn't give you the font type, when you open the document, you will not see the actual font. They will use substitute. That's why all these fonts, right? If you are going to design something, make sure you give the third party also the font type. Okay? Otherwise, when they open up in their system, if you never give them the font, right? The font, everything will run. Okay? It won't show exactly what we are seeing. But this Arial font, all the computer also have. So it's very common. Okay? Like for example, this one, okay, Kaiti, you don't have this one, right? Am I correct? That's why different system, also different format, different files. Okay? Because I was a designer, so I know all these things. Now, if you want to install font, actually it's very easy. You can download fonts and then you just double click to install, that's all. Okay? But don't install too many fonts, it will slow down your system also. Just use whatever you need. Okay? Okay, so can we choose Arial? Okay, this one also be tested lah. Now they'll give you the format. They will say, oh, change the font to don't know what, and then change the font size to don't know what. Like that, only one question. No? Easy or not? So you still scared or not? Very scared lah. Okay lah, I go home first lah. You continue to scared lah. Okay, you have changed the font type. Now do you see the number here? This is the font size. Okay, can you click on this arrow and you can choose only 72 meh? No, you can also type in, for example, 100. Okay, it's very big, you see, like gigantic like that. Okay, so I change to maybe 20. Put enter. Okay, this is more acceptable lah for print out. Okay, so can all of you change to Arial tab and then change to 20 font size. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so now I need you to add one more as a title, because this is the first part we do, right? Introduction to Microsoft Word, am I correct? Okay, 我是用20号，我的字号是20号 20 font size Arial. Okay? Okay, so now can you click on the first letter here and then introduction to 2013. Then you press enter once. At least something more relevant to you lah, oh? Otherwise, if you look at the book, page number 9, they want us to type so many things. You think you can type, eh? Can. Okay, have you typed the title? Oh, because you select all and then you straight away type, am I correct? Okay, so can you undo first? Undo. Okay. Okay, just now you have this, am I correct? Letters like this, am I correct? Okay, now you highlight everything first. Okay, because we already changed the font size. The reason why I want to change the font size, the reason why I want to ask you to select all is because I want to change the font size and the font together. Understand? Okay, now can you just click once in front of the S? Okay, then press enter and type in introduction. You never listen to me, just now I got mentioned click once first, right? Okay, Diana also speechless. See this teacher don't know how to teach. Microsoft, and then never mind lah, you add in. But don't be surprised, because sometimes the question they will ask you to add certain words. Okay, you click here first. Click in front of the Z. Okay, then spacebar once. Okay. C in front of C. Do the same thing. Backspace. Backspace. No, backspace is this. Okay, backspace. Press once, so you can go up here. Press. Backspace. Yeah, backspace. Okay, then space here. Okay. Now you go to the first line here. Have you changed to 20 your font size? Okay. Okay, so now I want to change the format to this. I want to bold it, I want to underline, because this is a header, right? Okay, so how can I select this? Yeah lah, how to highlight? That means whatever I teach you also meaningless, huh? 1, 2, 3, I want more simplified one. Only one click only will highlight. So you must move your cursor to the most left and then just click once lor. Everything will be highlighted ma. Why so difficult? Want to click here, want to. Okay, don't need. Just move here, then just click once lah. So remember the simplest method, can or not? Okay. In the exam, you can use this, because this is not considered shortcut. This is not considered shortcut. Shortcut is like when you use combination like Control, Shift, all this. Okay. Okay. So have you selected the first title? I don't want to see you highlight like that. Don't want. Must move your cursor to here, then click once only. I will click on my head lor. You must. Don't need, just move here. You see how I do it? You see? I move here, just click once will do. Click once. That's all lor. Yes, because sometimes different situation you need to click different method. I think this by me experience, because when you do typing you should know, right? Yeah. So even though you don't need, but I need to tell you first lah, huh? I cannot be sell fish ma. I don't sell prawns lah. I sell vegetables only because I'm vegetarian ma. Yes, must see the arrow, okay? You never see my arrow, man? Just now. But this one I got mentioned, right? Just now. Okay. Okay. Now, when you click once, do you notice that there's an additional box appearing here? But now it's gone. Okay. It's also a quick access for you to do formatting. Anyway, that one will not last forever. That's why you still have to come here and do. Okay. So now, how to bold? Just click on the B. How to underline? Just click on the U. That's all lor. 汉字lor. Okay, if don't want, of course you can click here. That means you can click a U or B, or you can just click undo lah. Either way also can. Yes. So in the exam, you try to think lah, which one faster lor. Like this selection, different selection methods is okay because it's not considered shortcut. when I say keyboard shortcut, it's actually you are using the combination of few keys. Like just now we learn Control Shift lah, don't know what. Am I correct? That one is keyboard shortcut. But now the way how you select is not. Okay. Also same, yeah lah. But if you are not fast enough, it will disappear. That's why you still need to come back here lah, the home. That's why I don't tell you there. I actually show you where is the original place. Okay, what if you cannot find, then you say Justin never teach, everything also never teach lor. Okay, now we will learn how to save this document. Okay, so for exam, the proper way is you either click on this one or you go to File and then Save. Okay. Now, okay, you press Escape first. Press Escape. Now, do you notice that right now our title is called what? Document 1, am I correct? 8 or what doesn't matter, but it's still called document, right? Because they are using dummy numbers, so it's okay. That means right now you have not saved this, that's why they give a dummy name. Okay, so for the first time, you should use save. Okay, but second time after you edit, if you want to save as another file, then you use save as lah. Otherwise, if one, for example, okay, now this is version 1. So after that, client say want to change, I have version 2 lor. Because sometimes you don't know, the client will say, oh, I want back the version 1, then how? Yes, save as, that means you keep your original and then meanwhile you duplicate another one. Yes. That means when you save, you will overwrite. No. Save, because computer they don't allow same name. Every name must be unique. That's why I say version 1, version 2. Yeah, okay. So now we go to click on this diskette, and then you see you will go to save, right? Okay, save or save as also can, because this is the first time, so it doesn't matter. Understand? Okay. Okay, now go to file save as, then go to computer. Okay, now in the exam they will give you like Z drive, Y drive. You just follow. Okay, now do you have a desktop? Okay, can we click on desktop? Click on desktop. Okay. Okay. Now on your desktop, right? Can you create a new folder? Create a new folder. Click on new folder. Okay, you type in your name. So next week you still can retrieve back your own laptop. Okay, I think need to put a marking later before you all leave, so at least we can use back the same computer. Okay, so put your name. Okay, my name is called what? No, when you create a folder, you just type in the name only. Folder on it. Okay, go to click on the floppy disk first. Okay, this one, floppy disk. Okay, then go to desktop. Desktop. Okay, wait for me. Okay, now you create a new folder. Click new folder. 你不要放在纸，因为它很敏感。在木就比较容易。Okay, now you type in your name. If you want to use this one also can now. 好，公公加天公嘛，对吗，阿母 ？Okay， 不做保比嘛。Okay, if yours is ready, okay, you right click here, right click. Okay, now you type in your name. Okay, Papa, are you able to save? Papa save already, is it? No, have you created a folder on desktop, Papa? No lah, folder, not this one. new folder. Okay. Type in your name lah, because you can use back the laptop one. Yeah, that's why you all gay kiang lor, huh? I haven't finished already. Go and save. So you save again, and then go to desktop, create a new folder. Okay, you 不是这边啊不 go to File, Save As, Desktop. Okay, now create a new folder. Type in your name now, Doreen Mami. No, must create a folder. Okay, wait for me. Now, the reason why I asked you to create folder is easier for you to retrieve back next time. Okay, you must, because computer is very complicated, so you must be systematic. Okay, I'm teaching you how to do housekeeping lah. Okay, so I press enter now. Okay, then I double click in. Okay, now this file name, of course, we already have a title, right? That's why it's quite smart. They always use our first line, the wordings. Okay, of course, if you want to change, you can change lah. Okay, so in the exam, you have to look carefully. Either they ask you to save different format, or they ask you to give a new name. So you must see carefully. Understand? This new name, they will ask you to type the name that you give. Then type, right? Okay, can you click on this type? You will see a lot of format you can save. You see that? You can save as PDF, you can save as the old template. Okay, do you see DOCX? The first one, DOCX, you see that? This is the starting from 2010 onwards, they are using this extension, the format. But before that, do you see the older version? DOC, do you see that? So the older version cannot open the newer version, but the newer version can open the older version. Okay? Oh, okay. My speaker lah, Abu. But actually it doesn't matter lah, because this one 没有，他会跟你讲的。Even if the exam, right? If you don't see the extensions, for example in the exam, if you don't see the extension, right? Never mind, because they will tell you, please save as Word 97 to 2003 format. They will tell you this way. Okay, understand? Okay, so for example, if your work, your office, they are using the latest version, but your home, you are using 2003. So how? You must, from whatever you do from office, right? You must downgrade to 2003 so that you can open the file at home. Okay, I repeat, if your office is using the latest office, right? Okay, 2013, right? But at home, you're using 97. Okay, so if you want to bring your work back home, if you save the original format, can you open at home? Cannot, because the old version cannot open the new version. So your new version, you must downgrade to this format. Then only you can open at home. Understand? Okay? Yes. If for example, if my house, I'm using this version, okay, if it's the same, then don't need lah. Just save as the default one lah. Okay? Okay, so now I press escape first. Okay. Now you can make sure you are saving this document inside the folder. How do I know that? You see, desktop and then my folder, and then over here is empty now because I have just created this folder. Okay, understand? Okay. Yeah. Now you can press enter or you can click on the save. Okay, because my one too big screen. Must double click into the folder you have created. Double click. Okay, and then click Save 咯。Okay, just now you created a name under your folder, right? Okay, so you must double click onto that folder first. Go into that folder. Yes, double click on your name. Then you open up the folder, right? Then you save inside. Yes, if you have saved already, yes, correct. Can you check here? See where I'm saving to in my phone. If you already saved, then you cannot see the output. You already saved this one. Go makan already, alright. Desktop is like your living room, and then inside your living room there's a basket. Okay, so after you buy vegetables, you put inside your basket, right? That's why now we created one documents. I want to be organized. That's why I asked you to create one folder. Okay, that's why all these folder you must know. Okay, because in the exam they expect you to know this already. They will ask you to save. Now I ask you to create this main folder. That means these 2 days thing, whatever we learn, everything will be inside here. So when you want to bring back, just copy this folder lah. Okay. Go makan first, oh.
The drawing所以所谓的电脑它是假的，不是是人厉害，因为很懂得操作，要怎么做。
我们是 slow 啊，不是笨哦。
你看啊，
现在他不要，哎呀，很累的，不好意思，他讲早知道不要来，所以看到高是吧？去慢慢先咯。啊，会的，所以咯。还行哦，我教得很烂。
不是你这样太好。
我慢慢推回了。
你的老师教你什么是吗？